Today I have a very special video for you guys that is long overdue. Think of this as a sort of like clips show or highlights where you guys are going to see my first time reaction of when I was leveling up my full set of Crystal 5. Because yes, I have my full set of Crystal 5. I've had it for a while. I know I didn't make a video specifically talking about it, but well, here we are. So this was when I ended up finally getting my Crystal 5 bow and I started to upgrade it. I got really lucky with a second stat reroll event being on at the same time that I got it. Okay, let's see here. Where are we going? So we need to pearl up the gear first. Let's do the C5. This is gonna be pain. All right, what are the stats on this? Base value. Oh, crit hit second stat. Dang it. So I gotta wait for a second stat reroll event. Crap. That sucks. What about this? Jump second stat. Ooh. Is there a second stat reroll event on right now? Oh, there is. Heck yeah, dude. Okay, that means I won't be able to use this gear like yet. Because I can re-roll and get that second stat off first. What do we want? Movement speed? Yeah, probably movement speed on all the gear. Nice, dude. That's lucky. Okay. Let's get the second stat to movement speed. Oh my god, this is going to be such pain. I'm not even going to be able to max this out because of the stupid block element. Crap. I didn't think about that. Well, let's see. Probably can only upgrade it once, right? Twice? Oh my dear god. And then 90 for the last one, just to be insulting. It has a significant amount more light. Movement speed is at the same base value. So yeah, the main stats, not as much of an increase. Physical damage, not bad. But that's also not maxed out yet. So in order to add context to the next clip, the tempered block element is the main resource that I'm really lacking right now. It's fairly easy to obtain so long as you just keep crafting up gear at the gear crafter. There's a rare chance of getting a tempered block element every time you craft something. So this next clip was me taking that a bit more seriously so that I could finally max out my C5 bow. All right, well, anyway, let's see if we can get some more of these stupid tempered blocks. And then maybe I can finally upgrade my stupid C5. Oh my lord, look, we're so close. 87. Come on. 10. There we go. All right, this is it. Finally. Whew. So expensive. It's actually insane. There we go. We did it. Maxed out C5, bro. Now, obviously, it doesn't have the right stats because we've got a second stat reroll event going on right now. So what I want to do is I want to try my best to wait until next week, and then I can re-roll the third and fourth stat to being what I actually need. So you might have noticed that the second stat reroll event in question was around April 1st to April 7th. That's because it took me an absurd amount of time to get the rest of my C5 gear. I only got my last piece of C5 gear maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. I mean, I know that's a long time ago, but still. Unfortunately, I didn't get any clips of me upgrading the rest of my Crystal 5 gear because around this time is when the duping started going on in Trove. And the only reason that this is relevant to today's video is because I started getting really preoccupied with all of that stuff. And so it kind of took the wind out of my sails to get clips of upgrading C5 gear. But I also wanted to point this out because I noticed while I was editing this footage that for whatever reason, all my tentacles ended up getting deleted. I had well over 1,000, and for some reason, the next time that I checked, it seems like I started from scratch. So before we end up getting into the total cost of resources, I do want to point out that it's really important that you guys end up unboxing your Crystal 5 gear. The reason for this is because when you unbox or craft, good luck with that though, Crystal 5 gear, you actually end up having it start with 2 stars or 3 stars, which is super important for saving your resources. I ended up getting all of my Crystal 5 gear out of the boxes, and unfortunately I didn't get lucky enough to have any of them at 3 stars. So it still cost a lot, but those extra 2 levels make all the difference. The point being is if you end up getting Crystal 5 as a drop, it can potentially just have no stars in it at all, which is fine, but it means that you're wasting a lot more resources. So the resources that I'm mentioning to you guys right now are based on at least having 2 stars, the ones that you get out of these boxes. So you're going to end up needing 450 elemental, like the tempered block element. You got to have 450 for all 3 pieces. That's the face, hat, and the weapon. 165,000 nitro. Crazy, I know. And then 50.4 thousand forge fragments. Very, very expensive, my God. And the average that I've seen is usually people end up getting their full set of Crystal 5 at around like 10K boxes or something like that. At least that's how long it took me. Most people get them like a lot earlier, but I was just struggling with trying to get the hat. So I'm not rocking the exact same stats on this other C4 face, but I just want to show you guys. The main stat you want to watch out for here is get rid of the attack speed and instead act like we have the movement speed. So Crystal 5 maxed out compared to Crystal 4 is only going to end up having 1 more movement speed, so it's not really worth it. But you'll see that we've got a significant amount more health, a lot more light, 195 light just on the face alone. And then the physical damage goes up by almost 2,000. So it's a pretty good amount, honestly. The weapon might be a better comparison, but you can see the weapon is significantly different, where our bow has over 5,000 more physical damage, 390 extra light, 1 more movement speed, who cares? 65 more magic damage and 2% more crit damage. So the main reason that you even want to get Crystal 5 gear in the first place is because of that light value. The other stats don't really matter that much. And frankly speaking, if you're early on in the game or if Crystal 4 is already a struggle for you, don't bother with Crystal 5. You can already handle U11 just fine with C4 gear. Maybe even with C3, just barely. I don't know. But I'm assuming all of this is for the sake of the new update that's coming. Now, we've talked about this before, but just to briefly mention, there's a new biome or new world that's supposed to be added here eventually. If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to end up being something geode related. Maybe it's just more biomes. I don't know. I hope it's something good. But the point is that as of right now, we're way too powerful, and we were already too powerful before they added Crystal 5 gear. As soon as they added Crystal 5, we just became more powerful. So if I had to guess, you know, maybe this is copium, the new world is going to be what challenges us. Because as of right now, nothing does. All right, that's gonna do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. So I do have some other videos planned, but generally speaking, this is going to be the main one. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you like, subscribe, you guys know how it all goes. Or if you wanna check out some of my other videos, YouTube recommends this one or my most recent upload right over here. Entirely up to you though.